Howdy y'all, it's Reese, aka Bearman Prime on this March 22nd. Welcome back to my Read the Bible in a Year series. Thank you again for joining me. Card in the top right hand corner for the rest of the playlist, and please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell to stay caught up. So we began chapter 8 of 1 Samuel yesterday, and that was actually, even though we only read the first 5 verses, it was actually a very big turning point for Israel, as that's the time when Israel demanded from the prophet Samuel that they appoint or anoint a king, an earthly king to rule over them, instead of having God and the prophets and the priests kind of lead them and guide them how they should live. They wanted to be like all the other nations and have a king to rule over them. So let's see how that goes. So let's pick it up where we left off in chapter 8, starting in verse 6. So the elders asked for a king to lead them. Samuel thought this was a bad idea, so he prayed to the Lord. The Lord said to Samuel, "Do what the people tell you. They have not rejected you. They have rejected me. They don't want me to be their king. They are doing the same thing they have always done. I took them out of Egypt, but they left me and served other gods. They are doing the same to you. So listen to the people and do what they say, but give them a warning. Tell the people what a king will do to them. Tell them how a king rules people." Those people asked for a king. So Samuel told them everything the Lord said. Samuel said, "If you have a king ruling over you, this is what he will do. He will take away your sons and force them to serve him. He will force them to be soldiers. They must fight from his chariots and become horse soldiers in his army. Your sons will become guards, running in front of the king's chariot. A king will force your sons to become soldiers. He will choose which of your sons will be officers over 1,000 men, and which will be officers over 50 men. A king will force some of your sons to plow his fields and gather his harvests. He will force some of your sons to make weapons for war and to make things for his chariots. A king will take your daughters and force some of them to make perfume for him, and some to cook and bake for him. A king will take your best fields, vineyards, and olive groves. He will take them from you and give them to his officers. He will take 1/10 of your grain and grapes, and he will give them to his officers and servants. A king will take your men and women servants. He will take your best cattle and your donkeys. He will use them all for his own work. He will take 1/10 of your flocks. And you yourselves will become slaves of this king. When that time comes, you will cry because of the king you chose. But the Lord won't answer you at that time." But the people would not listen to Samuel. They said, "No, we want a king to rule over us. Then we will be the same as all the other nations. Our king will lead us. He will go before us and fight our battles." Samuel listened to the people and then repeated their words to the Lord. The Lord answered, "Listen to them and give them a king." Then Samuel told the Israelites, "You will have a king. Now go home." All right, so this is very much a situation of be careful what you wish for. The nation of Israel is demanding a king. They want to be like all the other nations. They want the king to lead them. They want to have a ruler in place to lead them and fight their battles for them. And of course, they've forgotten, hey, God's already doing that. He's fought the battles for them. He's made them what they are. He's leading them. But nope, none of that matters. They've rejected God once again. And so God is warning them, you be careful what you wish for. That king, kings, they have power. They have authority over you. They'll make slaves of you. They'll take everything you own for themselves and give it to their cronies. So be careful what you wish for. But none of that mattered. So God's going to use this in his own way. So let's see how that story continues tomorrow. Thank you again for joining me. I sure do appreciate it. See you tomorrow.